Last weekend, I marched in a pride parade with some friends, and it was so much fun. Probably the most fun I've ever had at a parade. The people were warm and accepting, and there were so many colors and expressions, both with the people in the parade and the people on the sidelines. I got to give out bubbles and stickers, and it was such a celebration of people being loved and accepted for who they are, and for people loving and accepting themselves for who they are. I have seen time and time again that the more we love and accept ourselves, the more loving and able to accept others we are. And I was going to come on here and share this high with you. And then yesterday I saw on social media that in Florida, DeSantis in the dark of night had people paint over the rainbow colors outside Pulse nightclub. And I felt disheartened. I felt disappointed. Like, all that does is take away. It added nothing to the world. To take away beauty, to take away how people have come together there to mourn a horrific event and the ending of so many lives needlessly. And from that grief and pain, beauty had been created outside the nightclub. And then to just simply take it away. When there are so many things in the world that need our attention, the genocides in Palestine and the Sudan, people being taken from, all of that. So much needs to be given. And instead, this was an act of taking away. And I had something sort of similar in my business this week. I'm collaborating with a dear friend on a retreat we're giving that is so powerful and just magical. And we are talking to people now about joining the next retreat. And we reached out to 2 people, both of whom were so excited and really saw the value of this. And then for each of them, money came up, and so they both ended up being no's. And it was, money issues, the exchange rate from another country and different things. But it was easy to feel that same disappointment, disheartened to some extent. And so my collaborator and I got on a call, and we did a practice of going, if you think of, the highs and the lows, really going down to the bottom of the wave. I talk about this in my book. But so often when we feel ourselves going down, one of 2 things happens. Either we start feeling ourselves going down, we kick, trying to shift and make ourselves go back up, which means we're going against the energy. And it's in going down to the bottom that we become truly grounded and rooted, and then naturally rise back up. And when you kick, you miss that. And there's all this stuff at the bottom that you're trying to pretend isn't there and still is. The other thing that can happen is you get down to the bottom and get stuck. Sometimes because it becomes an identity, a story that is really easy to tell over and over, and that keeps you from having to go into the discomfort of rising again. Or it can be that there's help needed, whether it's a friend to listen to us, or the help of a coach or a therapist, or the help of a medical professional if there's a chemical imbalance or something else going on in the body that's contributing to the stuckness. But she and I have a practice that we do that allows us to really go to the bottom and be with what's there, accept it, excavate it, and then when that's done, you naturally start to rise. And what came out of that was more clarity about what we're offering, more creative ways of kind of explaining it to people, and possibilities of doing things differently, like let's just bring money into it. So I went from being disheartened, disappointed, kind of overwhelmed, to feeling inspired and creative and expansive. There is a lot going on in our world right now, and feeling all the overwhelm and fear and all of that is totally natural. And what if it's possible that this is calling us to go deeper, to be more creative, more in our own power, possibly more rebellious. Something is being called for. We won't always be in this situation. Nothing stays. No authoritarian government, no dictator has ever stayed in power. This will shift. And the deeper we can dig in, the more creative and empowered and strong we can get through this, not despite it, but through it. The more we can create on the other side. And we can come through this stronger than we went into it. I believe in us. And I vote we get through this with power, with passion, with creativity, with determination, and with care for ourselves and each other.